Hello, hello. We are back on Thursday, so it's ready to go. Eversio versus Team 5, 4 versus 45. Today joining me we have Grantless casting. Hello, Grantless. Alright, guys, I hope you can hear Grantless. Let me know how that goes. The draft is starting. Let's quickly get into it. So, it is this time on red side. Usually we like red side for that counter matchup. Any ideas about the Benz Grantless today? Right. I mean, oh yes, I forgot to mention. So 5v45 today, they have an emergency sub in support, and so for this reason they do not have two bans. So yeah, that is something to think about as well. Um, yes, we see there Akali being banned out and Kindred. So these are very particular champs to ban out. I would imagine just from these bans, mid jungle might be very or potentially the better players on enemy team. Hmm. Gwen ban. All right, let's see. Um, uh, I agree with you though. I don't know where the homework came from. Yeah, it's not really something we ever see banned against Eversio, but it's a strong champion. It's a good champion, right? You can play her in jungle at the moment, and in top lane as well. Let's see, I'm curious as to what Eversio respond here. They could go with the Corki and maybe a Yon for Drakur or a comfort pick. Or if we saw it like last time, they left AD carry quite late and gave support last pick as well. Let's see. Brand, I think, is maybe a bit early for it. Lilia, I don't mind. A bit more flexible maybe, but I don't know. You wouldn't go for AD carry here, yeah, and just like wait out a bit more. I would think so as well. Misfortune, huh? Wombo combo. Ostia. Wow, that's an interesting combination. So if they go to sleep and they get hit, it doesn't get broken. Crazy. Alright. So a part of the plan. 5:45. You have 0 seconds left, my friends. We pick Renekton. Okay. Alright. So, uh, it's still stuck in 0 with me too. So I'm not too sure what's going on now. Lalo. Sorry, Grantless. I will fix that right away. Alright. Hello, Grantless.
Hello?
Alright. He's here, guys. Sorry about that.
Uh,
Hopefully by context of our conversation you get some of the points he was trying to say. Um Alright, so they went Renekton and they picked Lilia, which is something we were thinking maybe to go, but do you think it's a Renekton mid lane? Or maybe they think it's Yone
uh,
top lane? I don't know.
could be. I mean, Reactor can be flex here, especially into the Iona, but I don't I don't agree with putting Renekton mid into Yone, just because it denies the top lane as well. But I think with Lilia jungle, it can be an option.
Yes, I see the vision as well. You get that like mid AD and AP jungler. Alright, Real MF. I really like the team fight at the moment from Project Eversio. With Varus and
I think
Lilia, it's good too, but yes. What do you
I
think?
think probably they're going to ban Emilio
For
and maybe from Eversio, because I think Emilio is really good against them, especially with the Q against Rel and maybe even the ult.
it depends on.
Alistar is also
Oh
a
yes,
good ban.
I agree. I agree.
The
He,
biggest counter for Rel, I think.
yes, yes, he can be such a menace. Um, the Diana ban is very curious. I think if you have a team like Varus, Lilia, you're not maybe that concerned with this. Varus could be a bit of a problem right now, in my opinion. Depends on how he is positioned, but I would imagine Eversio would prefer to engage either on him or Lilia in fights, right? At the moment, just
Yeah, for sure. But I
that
think, I
ulti.
mean, Diana can help with the engage with Rel as well. You have a great wombo combo there. But
Uh-huh.
I think, I mean, even though obviously
I
they don't
like
have
Brand
AP
here, huh?
Eversio,
I like Brand here. Even Zyra could be cool as well.
uh, I
Gives
mean,
you a bit
Brand
more.
would work
You
well
like Brand
if
as
the
well?
enemy. Not really in this
No?
case, because Brent likes to for enemy to come into them, and like Lily and Varus would keep you away. So I think for now, I
Okay, okay.
prefer maybe Zyra with the follow-up instead,
Yes,
because
yes.
she has a good clear. I mean, Jarvan would be a good pick with Versio, but obviously they need some magic damage somewhere.
Yeah. Jarvan Rumble maybe. Oh no.
That would be
Are they on
really.
the stream? Hello. They just cycled literally those three champions, and they're like, no, we don't want Brand. They didn't hear what you
Ram
had to say, Grantless. Oh, there it is.
Rumble and Jarvan would be really good picks here, but
Uh-huh.
obviously I think
We went for
they
Zyra instead.
prefer. Yeah, I think probably Igos doesn't play a lot of Rumble maybe, or isn't comfortable.
He played a fair decent amount, but I've never seen him in these events. I think it's gonna be the Orn probably picked up here from him, or you know, would you go Darius in this position? No, no way against
It's
Lilia.
a bit hard,
You're
especially
right, right,
Braum, Lily,
and
and
Rom, yeah,
Varus,
yeah,
quite hard. I think Ornn is good here,
yes.
and
Starts up that engage, maybe helps Rel get closer. You know, Yon sets up and
I mean
stuff like that.
Braum can obviously disrupt the Ornn
Deny
ult with his
the
shield.
Ornalt, right? Yeah, yeah, that's a good point too. Maokai, is it
I
is
mean
it a thing? Oh no, Vladimir.
Vladimir, yeah,
Kind of
Vladimir
very
is really
magic
good right now.
heavy comp they have.
I mean
Could
I
we?
think they have quite mixed damage because obviously Varus Renekton and Vladimir Lilia, so you have to build both
Okay, okay,
armor
yes,
and
yes.
armor.
We're missing the Renekton here. Let's
I
try.
think even though Vlad's case, I think Sion would be really good here.
There's the Orn.
Yeah, I mean
Let's.
Ornn is good as well because obviously he's great weak side champion. I'm assuming top lane will just be farming champs. I mean Vladimir need to be careful of him because obviously he can farm free and can be a disruptor for Eversio.
Vladimir is like one of these champs that I'm always scared of, but and Everso kind of well they have good mid game with the Yon and Meph, but like Orn I don't know. I was gonna say they have what they want to play towards late game, but that might not be true. I think mid game is more of their spike at the moment, at least compared. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree.
How do you see team fights going?
I mean T 5v45 I think lack some engage because I mean they have Braum, Lilia, and Renekton, so either a Varus ult, like they will obviously play for disengage, especially against Rel, Ornn, and Yone. So the Zyra is there to like obviously for the counter engage, but I mean it's going to be hard for them to engage 5v45. So we'll see how the team fights play out.
Thank you for all the people joining the chat. We have a nice healthy 20 viewers at the moment. I hope you enjoyed this match. We of course still need to get into the lobby and stuff, so 3 to 4 minutes before the action starts. Anyone in the chat maybe wants to agree or disagree with what we are trying to say here. Of course, there like always, sort of. I think it's just down to how people use abilities. For most times, I think draft wise, both teams drafted pretty good drafts. The only question on my mind mainly is Vladimir mid or top lane? What do you think?
I think they will put Vladimir top
You think
because it
Vlad
just free
top?
space
Alright, okay,
against
okay.
against Diorn, and
Yeah,
obviously Renekton is a good counter against Dione.
okay. Because if it was Vlad mid, I was going to say okay, maybe 545 will have some trouble in the early game, but Vlad top, you can kind of ignore him, and yeah, so
Of course,
it's
especially if they put Vladimir mid, their mid jungle is not that good against
exactly,
Zyra and
exactly,
Dione.
exactly. Um, and how like let's say win conditions here. So for sure we want Iconic on MF to be very strong, right? And it's gonna be Yon as well, right? For Dracor, it's these two for Eversio, potentially Lilia,
I
Vladimir and
think
Varus in this case, right?
I think for Eversio the main carry is going to be Dione, because if MF is fed, I mean Braum can easily deny her ult and Vladimir can easily enter on her. And but Dione, if he's fed, he can also split push. And Vladimir and Renekton, if they're behind Dione, he will just kill them.
Got
So I
it.
think Yone will be the main target to focus here.
So it's going to
And
be
for
an action-packed mid lane potentially.
I think so. And I think for 5v45, I mean their comp is just do nothing and let Eversio engage basically, because obviously they lack engage, but if they engage on Eversio, I mean they have Zyra against it, Yone can counter engage, Rel can instantly counter engage as well.
Mm. How
So
do you
they just
see, in that sense,
Mhm.
like how with what you're saying? Let's say Eversio start grabs or dragon, is that considered Eversio have sort of engaged the play, and now 545 can respond to that, or is it still like just down to a fight straight up always?
I think Eversio will always try to force 5v45 to engage on them. Because obviously since they don't have any engage and they need to keep space, if they start the dragon, for example, Eversio, they 545 have to go on them.
Yeah, it's
So I think that's their win condition.
a bit tough for them to engage. It has to be like some really niche Lilia flash, or maybe like a Renekton W or some Miracle Varus ult.
Yeah,
Uh,
basically Eversio will go front to back and 545 will try to find flanks with Vladimir or Renekton and
I
then
also
just try to have a massive fight basically for
uh
them to win.
I also see one problem with 545's comp is that in my mind their team kind of functions around cooldowns a lot. So if their initial chunk of engage doesn't kind of work out and the fight gets long drawn, I think it's very much a Versio favorite. With
I think so.
Zyra
So
DPS, Yon
I
DPS,
think if it's long drawn, I mean I think here Varus will go for poke and
instead of one hit, right? Yeah, yeah, he doesn't have
I
maybe
think
the best
he
flanking.
can't play on hit here for sure, because if he goes in the range of any one of their champions, he will just be
Die.
insta engaged on.
Yes,
So
yes.
probably he will go poke here. We try poke the carries, and then if they get low, I think they just find an engage, try and flank with the Vladimir or Lilium, get a ball somewhere there,
Nice, nice.
just engage on them. I think that's why I mean the Zyra is kind of counter the comp of Aversia, because obviously she a good counter engage champion, but obviously they needed AP somewhere. That's why
Mm.
I preferred like the Rumble Renekton, or Rumble and Jarvan instead of the Zyra Ornn.
I personally, I said more towards Zyra because in terms of clear speeds compared to Lilia, that's kind of like you're sort of limiting yourself if you want to play that kind of jungle for jungle. Um, uh, very small pool of champs, Mundo maybe. I think Jarvan could, from experience, I think it's a bit difficult to play Jarvan here a bit. Um, if I ever engage and it's not like fully um, sort of followed up on, like you just die instantly. Because like you said, they want Eversio to engage on them ideally. Maybe Zyra can control the jungle in that sense. So
I mean, yeah, of course, Zyra will have a better matchup with Lilia, but as a team comp, I think it would have better if we had Rumble Jarvan. But I mean, Zyra at least will maybe neutralize the
Mhm,
Lilia, so she doesn't get ahead.
mhm. A really
Maybe
good
they're going for that
Lilia
play.
can invade Jarvan all day as well, huh? And
Yeah,
I
of
know
course.
it's a bit tough sometimes. Um, but I see your point as well. I would find Zyra here to be something maybe to hang around MF maybe, and try and like it's
I
more
mean,
for the objectives, right? I would think.
probably for that, and obviously, I mean, Zyra will play with the MF for sure, because they will try to find the carries here. So if Rel and Ornn engage, Yone will just ult on them, and the MF will follow up with the ult, and Zyra will be there just to protect maybe the MF if Vladimir finds a flank, for example.
ويا واش خبيب وكولو ايما لا لا alright alright well guys here it is Eversio versus 445. Let's see how many times I mix up those numbers. Everyone's here. Let's put everyone on roll. Give it up, guys. Ever win. Let's go. Woo. ايوه.
Let's see if we see any level 1 shenanigans. I think it's just going to be 5-point control from both teams.
Yep. First time we've seen Iconic on MF. He's really like trying to spread out his pool more. He doesn't want to be known for the guy that plays Varus and Corki only. And Jinx.
I mean,
Unless it's a
Iconic
Maltese event.
has a good misfortune, if I remember correctly, so he should be fine.
Oh, man. He can make harder things function. This champion isn't. It's I think one of the better ADCs to start with. It helps you focus a lot on your positioning most of the game. Just get that big ult.
Yeah, I think it's better. I think Awaken has a different champion than the usual, playing the Rel. So I think usually he just plays the Enchanters, or if he's going for engage like the Nautilus, I think. So I think it's better we
True, true.
focus on him, see how he
We've
performs on
seen
the
it
Rel.
on Nautilus before, eh? It's true. Alright, see both junglers spotting to bot, of course. No one wants to gank for Vladimir, and it's an Ornn after all. Probably the mid lane and bot lane actions. Let's see. What are you doing, directed cam? Show us bot lane.
My top paper will just be a farming lane. Probably neither jungle will gank there.
I imagine it to be Vladimir favor to some extent, no?
I mean, yeah, Vladimir will just look to farm, scale up freely,
Mm-hmm. Surprised they
and the
didn't
Ornn,
opt to swap here. Maybe that could have been an option.
with the Iona, I'm
Maybe.
assuming. Uh, it could be, because at least there, the Iona may get some pressure, because now Zyra will have like 3 losing lanes for now.
Yeah.
But thankfully Lilia isn't invading.
Mm-hmm. How do you think about this bot lane matchup? We didn't really talk about it, but Varus Brom, MF Rel.
I think early levels, Varus Braum will have the pressure,
Head. Mm-hmm.
because
Makes
obviously
sense.
Braum is really strong.
That
And
passive
obviously if
is too
Rel
good.
does not find a good engage, she just gets CC'd and dies probably. That's why I was thinking maybe banning the Milio, because if they went Varus Milio, it would have been a really favorable lane for the Varus Milio.
Oh, here
You see.
Drakor potentially baiting out, as Living is already done with his clear. And we can see there a nice little chunk there. And this is the benefit of
They
taking Zyra in this case.
exactly. They forced the flash of Renekton, so that's good.
Uh-huh.
And
To be
Zyra didn't lose anything from it, because she full cleared already, and Lilia's still on her red buff.
Mhm. He needs to be
What we
careful
see
here.
here,
Yep. 445 bot lane is already there, but Living does smite the scuttle away and gets it safely.
needs to be careful there.
Oh, the
Even though I had a
flash in the
favorite
mid
trade.
lane. Oh, too much action happening here, but Living does flash forward, potentially catching the Renekton, but Renekton flashed as well. We can see that from the cooldowns. While meanwhile in bot lane, we had our first big trade. Akoni coming out of that with about 2 bars of health left, as Varus is still regularly healthy. 50%.
Yeah,
eh?
and And they're increasing their CS lead little by little in the bot lane, so they need to be careful. And Renekton here had his E still up, managed to escape, but Lilia just traded the scuttle.
Yep. We
So
see
Jung-
Lilia pulling off her back and Zarya now going back to jungle. Something that doesn't work in Lilia's favor since she started on blue side. She had to take the long way route to go from raptors to golems. So it did delay her a bit. But she will have first item here on recall. Maybe he could play for Living's raptors. Doesn't seem like
could
it's
be.
the case. Alright, alright. I'm being too ambitious here, Glantless.
I think here
Oh,
Lilia, the best play for her would have been if she recalled and went straight to bot lane, because I think bot are playing really well for 5v4 the 5. The Awaken there unfortunately missed the flash.
see, so far we are surviving down here in bot for Eversio. We could potentially see an instant gank here by Living if it remains as is. Let's see. Oh, apparently not. Okay, we're going for our camps. Iglos in the meanwhile getting really pressured there. Forced to flash. No teleport left on his end, but it's fine. He's a tank. He'll be back.
I think Living here should try and maybe, I don't know if he knows that Raptors are up, because Lilia is top lane and wasting a lot of time here, but
Oh, there's the
Living's trying
gank.
to find a gank.
Now this might be a bit forced here. The potential invade could have benefited them better, as you are saying. Maybe they don't know if it's warded or not. It's a fair understanding. Instead, he's going for the dragon here. Let's see if we
But
can quickly
honestly,
stick that. Oh, Drakor.
it was a good gank even though it did not work, because at least it helped MF a bit to CS those last creeps.
Exactly.
At least it forced a heal from the Braum there, so
Presence,
a
presence.
good gank as well.
So we are trading grubs for dragon here, which I mean it
I
is
think
gonna be Hexex dragon, right? It's one of the better ones to get, if
yeah,
anything.
but I think even watching pro play, the Dragon trade is better than the Grubs right now, so I think I prefer this from Eversio.
Especially if you can get
Oh,
the second ones, I would assume.
yeah, Strengthen here for some resulted,
Oh
but
no, living.
ooh,
Walking a bit back there, not really sure why he does get full frontal assaulted by this Renekton. Zyra does go down. In terms of tempo though, not much has been gained from this. It will of course give some gold here to the Renekton, not what Drakor needs. But we should see living back already on his map. No real camps left to be in danger here.
I mean at least the unelected matchup is early is the worst, and right now I mean he's still doing good, so it shouldn't be worse. If when he finishes the blade, it's just going to be on a favorite, I think.
Yes, and we see here that Lilia is actually doing living scamps, but this is actually a bit favoring Eversio, in my opinion. As oh, before I get into that,
Oh,
Awaken
Varus
getting cut
missed
off.
his ult as well.
I hit Awaken, but you know it didn't go on Iconic. It does manage
Yeah,
to save him. But yeah,
Vladimir
what I
just
was trying
ults
to
the Ornn.
say that Living is essentially getting his clear done faster, his camps respawning quicker, and now Lilia's caught trying to clear her own camps, and he does get invaded on. Do we dive Vladimir? A bit impossible.
No,
Alright.
don't think so. Oh, I think good trade by Ornn here. But I think he's soon going to have the W up, Vladimir. So just some chunk on the Vladimir. But still not diveable.
Oh, we do see the potential invade here from Lilia. It is unannounced here. Eversio are not aware of it. Lilia is trying to find out where Living is, and they
Oh,
do meet.
they found each other, but Braum is roaming before the rel.
See
Good
big
chunk by
damage
Zyra.
coming out there from Living.
But I think he still needs to let the camp die. Because Braum has first rotation. But I think a fight is going to happen here.
A lot of things going down. Awaken might be falling. No, he does have that flash. Does
Okay,
get
Red
pierced
at
by
least
Varys.
stayed alive there. But this
Living.
blue is going to be a bit hard for Eversio to contest.
We do have
No
bullet
Zyra
time still,
alt.
but
Yeah, but we have no Zyra alt as well. And they have a Brom shield.
we do
I
manage to
think
take that away.
yeah, we managed to take the blue. At least. Oh, this is a bit rough here, I think.
Oh, Living tanks the Varys alt, but Lilia is there. Living forced to flash there. He will survive this onslaught. A bit messy from the last time we've seen them play, but as far as it goes, not too bad overall. Just one kill across the board. We are 1k down. Most of it, I would imagine, is potentially in the mid lane. It's 500
Yeah,
in mid, and then like 100 spread throughout, so nothing really major in that sense.
I mean, it's looking messier, but I think 5v45 is a better team as well. I think what they're showing right now than
Yeah,
the team before.
for sure. The Lilia alone is already showing a lot more promise. His name Jungle, eh? That's a statement.
I mean, at least for Eversio, Varus is going with the on-hit build, so he should not be able to play the team fights, I think,
The light at the
the
end of
later
the tunnel.
stages.
Oh, Eversio might get collapsed. So in fact, Living does leave the grubs alone. He does take one though. Not Taekwondo. He takes one though. Okay, okay.
Alright.
Awaken getting caught there, but
Yeah, I don't
Eversio
know
is here.
why they engaged on that. It looked like a rough fight there.
Alright, and nice. Oh, I can't really commentate on this one, guys. A lot of things happening there, but the end result is a 2 for 1 for Team 445. Not looking in Eversio's favor there. Drakur and Awaken both fall down. Not sure if the call was to fight that, or maybe they got caught out and tried to respond.
I think there was some bad parting, I think, after securing the first grab. Just go the safe way. But I think even Awaken tried to force a fight there. At least the kills are going on the Renekton, so Vladimir's still just scaling, so at least he didn't get any kills from that.
Do see the dragon already getting started here by Living. As Renekton and Brom are here. Oh, whoa, a magical Lilia E. Coming literally from the other side, dodging between minions and hitting a conic. You'd think it's some Chinese fake TikTok montage, but it actually happened, guys.
I think whatever Su may have or should have done, maybe switch their bot lane to top lane. So Vladimir would not have an easy time and even Ornn just can farm on their tower against Varus and Brom. At least relinquish some pressure from the bot lane and also make Vladimir fall behind.
Yeah, this Vlad is a ticking time bomb for real. Like, one of those champions that. Oh, before we end that, let's see Awaken here getting a nice engage, Living following that up, but the Brom shield is denying so much. Iconic with the patience. He does manage to take down the Brom. It's a 1 for 1 so far. Both supports falling down. Lily Alt coming out as well, but nothing much transpiring after that. So there's a 1 for 1 trade for the support roles. Good
I
patience
mean,
from
honest,
Iconic on the Brom shield.
yeah, good ult from Iconic there, but I think the Brom played it really well there as well, because if with the shield break on the MF and even the ult, just denying the MF ult, I think he played it really good there. I think they would have went 2-4-0, I think, Eversio.
Now this see Dracour delay his back here. I'm not sure if Grubs will be coming up soon, but this could be a problem for Eversio if they do want to fight this next objective. Renekton has the full Sojin already.
The act is a bit strong right now, but at least saving is that the kills are not on the Vladimir or the Varus.
Yeah, yeah. At least it's a Renekton, right?
I mean,
Alright,
yeah, I mean, the ranked in against Zyra will be hard to play in the team fights. So there's that at least.
yeah.
But now, as we're seeing, obviously with the ranked in kills and lead, they're invading the jungle. Even the Brom is there to help. So it's going to be a bit harder for Living to
Maybe we can make a
free the
dive
farm.
in the bot lane. get something going there, maybe potentially even take a tower. Let's see. Iglos, you have to know we're in the top side. Let's see.
I
He's
mean, he
running
should be
back.
fine. Should be fine. I
Alright,
mean, he
nice
has
little
a lot of
sidestep
MR.
there. Nice, nice. Good job, Iglos. Safe and
I mean,
sound.
Lilia didn't have any ult as well, so I think he was fine. And at least he wasted their time a bit there.
Yes.
Oh, we have a DC here. I mean, look at the items. Yone is still trying to finish the blade, so for now he obviously has to give ranked in the lane. Orn completed his first item as well, and Vladimir is still on components. But I think the Vladimir has a lot of gold right now.
Vladimir was. Well, yeah, he has like. He's sitting on 1.6k on this back. He will have that item. Alright.
So I think the next fight will be either on Herald or Dragon.
This could be a dangerous moment in the game, Grantless. This next
Yeah, I
fight
know.
could really push it in one side or the other. Do we have flashes? No flashes on ADC and mid or top lane. Why?
And Dragon, I
We
think
have
they will
one
have
on
flash. I
Lilia.
think Eversio have everyone apart from MF during the Dragon. And the other team will have all of their flashes. So Iconic has to play safer than usual. But obviously I think Zyra will play with him during the fight and the others will try to find a good engage.
Oh, we find the support here. Aeglos almost landing his ult, the flash there last second, but that is a flashless Braum. And he will get taken down. Will Renekton choose to follow? He does get down, shut down by Aeglos. A great play by Eversio just before objective spawn. We
Good
do
pick
see.
there.
Fantastic. Let's get the grabs. Is it Herald? It's Herald now, yes.
Herald, Herald.
Yeah, the grabs are long gone. To do get this mid lane turret pressure, we take the Raptors. For the last Raptors we lost. Let's see if we can play for this Herald. Vladimir is here. And we
I
do
mean, they
finally see...
Eversio still need to be careful because obviously they used Zyra and Ornn and Relalt.
Oh, there it is. Could be a Varus ult.
Yeah,
Living,
Zyra I think is dead here.
getting caught a bit too far up there in the map as you correctly predicted could happen.
You have to play safe even though they got 2 picks there. They still use all of their odds there. Especially against Ilya and Varus, they easily can catch someone out of position.
Let's see here, Herald is getting started by team 445. Dragon is soon to spawn as well. It is Eversio's soul point.
But at least now it's Eversios that would be ahead in this fight, because obviously Lily and Varus have used their ult recently, and I think it won't come up in the Dragon fight.
We do have a copy pasta in the chat in support of Iconic. Any Iconic fans,
Oh.
please. Oh, that's the Drakur escape right there, ladies and gentlemen. You've seen it on TikTok first. Alright, Lele, I'm joking.
I
But
mean,
yeah, we get out of
at
that
least
safe and sound though.
he forced the Vladimir there.
Yes, and maybe we want to fight around Dragon. Oh, he's going back top lane, I see. So
Hmm.
maybe a bit of a walk for nothing. But oh, bot lane
Oh.
we see the big graphic there for the Honor ult. See,
Oh, I think Ornn there missed his W. He W the wrong way. I think he could have killed Varus.
bit of an
Now I think they
unfortunate
have
set
to
of
give
events.
Dragon.
But Drakur will be able to get this tower in top lane, and we might also secure this mid lane turret. So not all is lost. Bit of a unfortunate situation there where Aeglos could have gotten the kill there on Varus. So we will be trading Dragon for 2 towers. For first Dragon for 45. I think it's alright.
Yeah, I
But do
mean,
we have teleport for bot lane? Aeglos will
it's
soon
better
have
like
it.
this. At least deny a bit of the losses. But I think Yone, after he TP'd, he should just ran down the Dragon. Because, I mean, that tower is still tier 1. Only 300 gold goes to the Vladimir. I think I prefer it if Yone just ran to the Dragon instead of going back to top lane.
Yeah, it might have been something they were. I don't know. The TP might have been like a bit of a call on his end, and then he was trying to figure out what to do with it. But um, yeah, that's what happened though. Grantless. All right, we took two
Yeah, yeah,
towers, and it's all good.
of course.
Sweet.
Or at least, if Yona was going top again, Igo should have at least resisted a bit, trying to kill the AD carry. It would have been better, I think, as well, like that.
Oh, Iglos might be caught between a hard place and the Lilia. Oh no.
Yeah, he's a bit out of position here.
He does use the Auron alt there. The follow-up CC by Awaken, and Akonic's ult does take down the Brom, and Iglos is still alive. But the Lily ult comes out. Tryhard Matthew flashes. It's a shutdown on Iconic. Oh no, Living soon to follow as well, and there goes his camps. So 1-for-2 trade there, and some shutdowns and mid lane turret. This it's not the best, but it's
I
still
think
not over.
Eversio should have just let Iglos die. But, I mean, I could have seen the angle as well, because it was in a choke point against Zyra and MF,
It just
but
seems
trying to
like
save.
they were looking to do that type of play, but were maybe a few seconds short. They were like all
Yeah, I think so.
rotating there already.
But I think Iglos got caught walking the tri-bush, and they tried to obviously save him. As you can see, the Yona changes right there. He got stunned after the E, so he couldn't cleanse it. So I think that will be the death of him because of that change.
Patch notes. Patch diff. Get patch diff.
Another flash blow for Drakur, but at least he traded flashes with Renekton. It's looking a bit rough, I think. They need to calm down, Eversio.
Do you...
They're still only 3k
Yeah.
behind.
Yep. We need to kind of refocus on our positioning, get back to fighting together, maybe finding some picks just before these objectives. Atakan is next here. Maybe... Who would you focus here? Would you go on Renekton ever? Or it's always going to be... It's at this point in time, I get like a bit dizzy in team fights because Renekton is just strong by default for having those items. But then you have characters like Lilia, Vladimir, Varus, on-hit Varus. You kind of don't want these champions to have time up in a team fight.
I mean, right now, Eversio either need to find a former combo with Rel and Yohan and Zyra, or just play the, as we said before, 4v5 don't have any engage, so if they keep the range, and especially Varus is on hit right now, they may poke them with the Zyra. So we'll see. But at least 4v5 starting the Atakan, as we know, it reduces resistances. So I think it could be an Eversio favorite fight here.
Oh, a beautiful ult by Iglos there.
Yeah,
Let's
Lilia
see how
got a
it
good
goes.
ult as well. But I think it could be a good fight here for Eversio still.
Oh, Drakur is falling dangerously low, sadly. The impact there not being able to turn this fight. A lot of low health bars there on 445. Living and Iconic still alive here.
I think if Diorn and Diona played with the rest of the team, I think it would have looked much better here. But we had two different fights here happening, and as we said, for every 45 game plan is to have messy fights, and that's what it was basically.
Oh, Living does get the smite
Okay,
still.
we
And
managed to get
Iconic...
2 kills. Atakan.
Oh my god, Iconic on fire there. And Living, come on, can we kite out the Renekton? No, we're gonna
Ah.
take our losses here. Beautiful little play there, Living with the smite steal. And Iconic getting a quick, nice, was it 2 or 3 kills on Iconic in that fight?
I think it was two kills for Koenig and 1 kill for Zyra.
Got it.
Even
I
though
saw 2
they
kills
stole the
for him for
Atakan,
sure.
I mean the Atakan is mainly
For the
just the
flowers,
roses,
so
so
yeah.
even though we stole the Atakan, they still got the flowers at the end. But at least it was a good fight, and we got some shutdowns on the carries.
Yes. Any other 2 people that were playing there that was not Living and Iconic, they would have lost Atakan, potentially died, and also not got the flowers. So at least we got something out of those 4. Why not?
I mean,
And
Diorn and
networking
Yon
secured.
were creating space, but as we said, the fight should be front to back for Eversio, because the other team would want to try and flank with their champions for now. So they need to be together at all time.
I have to give him credit though. Iglos hit like an incredibly beautiful Ornal there. I don't know if you saw it, but he hit Vladimir in front of him and hit 3 members of 445 on the other side in the tribe rush. It was a bit of a crazy ult. I didn't see
Yes, I
Lily
mean
ult
the
as
ult on
a
the
as a
Vladimir
consequence.
is irrelevant there, but hitting the other three people was crucial.
Exactly. Yes. He managed to get all 4 of them, which is what impressed me, to be honest. Because I first saw
Yes,
it
good
hit
ult at
Vlad,
least.
and I'm like, no, not just Vlad. But then I saw it knock up 3 other people, and I'm like, yes, go Iglos.
I
Alright,
mean,
but
honestly,
I didn't see the Lily ult. So,
at least that fight they kept the Vladimir away, because I mean he has 2 items now, has a lot of CDR. He can be a bit of a problem now. Oh,
oh, speaking of Iglos' ult, oh, he does get denied though, thanks to Varus ult. Oh, Drakur finds a nice ult here onto Lilia, but he is getting stunned to high heaven. Vinland falling low on Vladimir. Iconic lands the ult, and that's a killing spree. Let's see it. Awaken going in with Iglos. Tryhard Matthew falling low there. Lilia gets her ult to escape, but it's not enough. Living is here. And he cannot find the CC. And that's a nice little trade there. Eversio are kind of fighting tooth and nail for jungle camps at this point, but the good thing is we are coming out ahead. The goal lead isn't that far, and we are sitting on Soul Point. Quite an exciting
yeah.
match in our hands, guys.
As we saw, I mean, Eversio still has, I think, better comp. Obviously, if you go front to back, Vladimir can do anything if he goes from the front, so he needs to try to find a flank. As we saw, Vlad just instantly died. Right there.
Oi. My Vlad and enemy team Vlad, eh?
But still, Vladimir is still strong, even though they killed him, so they need to be still careful on the Vladimir.
Yes,
They
certainly.
need to keep wards for the flanks, especially for the Rakten and Vladimir. So, I mean, the Syra is strong as well. She has the Leandrian Dry Ice. Oh, good pick here by
Iglos.
Orn.
Nice, we get the Varus right off the bat there. Iconic on a rampage. No, Iconic is now being focused. Vlad Alternate. Iconic's running away to enemy turrets, but that's the only way he has space to get in a couple
Oh,
of autos. Shut down, but it does take down the Vladimir as well. So far it is a 2-for-1 trade in Eversio favor. So now
at least
Renekton and
MF
Lilia are here.
stayed long, stayed alive for a long time there to kill the Vlad, because I thought he was going to get exploded there. At least the Blood Tercer came in clutch there.
Yes, excellent spacing there, just below the second tier tower range, and just enough space to get off the last couple of autos to take down the Vladimir.
Let's see. Another Orn item going to living. Upgrading the Leandries there. Let's see. Dragon,
Very important
probably
dragon coming up.
2 minutes away, I think.
Not sure if there's a way for me to find out.
Oh, 1 minute, because the timer came up now.
Alright. Yes.
But
Would
Eversio have a really fast Baron with Zyra and Yone, so obviously 4v45 has to keep wards on the Baron, because otherwise I think they can easily sneak it.
That's true. We do see here Drakor is scouting out for his team. Awaken is here too. He could be getting caught out. Awaken, no. This could be a fight, guys. Awaken is on the brunt of it. Iconic lands a really great ult. Iglos lands it too, but now Vladimir is here.
Oh,
He finds the backline. And Varus does take down Awaken. Iglos soon to follow. Drakor is there too. But sadly, Iconic falls and Living does too. That's a clean ace for 445. Off of a scouting mission just before of Dragon here. A bit sad to see,
looked a
really,
bit rough
but
there.
yeah. A lot of stuff used to try and peel off the Braum there, and Varus but it did give a lot of space for Vladimir to go and do all that. Seems like they're gonna leave Vladimir to take the Drake while the remainder of 445 go for this Baron. We need to stall somehow. We need to find it in our hearts to stall out this game
Yeah.
further. A
I
bit
mean,
tough
look
with
at that
this Baron.
fight. It looked good in the beginning, even though we can got caught. Because they chunked the Lilia, they chunked the Renekton. But Lilia had Zonias, which came in clutch there. But as they focused on those champions, Vlad managed to get a good flank. He alt flashed on the carries and just killed them all by himself, basically. And Lilia managed to get, I think, a good sleep as well. And that's what turned the fight.
Yep, such
That's
as
why they need to be careful of the Vladimir. Got a really good flank there.
yep. The Vladimir ult alone, the more people it hits in this fight is gonna do a lot of work. For any viewers that are unfamiliar, Vladimir ult puts a mark on you and it deals damage after some time, but it also deals extra damage for all magic damage you've received. So all the split damage from Varus and all the damage from Lilia are basically gonna deal extra damage on top of all the Vladimir damage. Kinda rough.
Ecco. I mean, honestly,
Is
Vladimir is really good right now in the meta, especially when picking tanks. Top lane. Even mid lane can be a good counter pick against, for example, Aurora.
not a common champion. I not too often you see him, but yeah, it used to be a lot more meta way back when. Is it played in pro play at all? Do you see it often?
Uh, Not often, but I think there's some angles for Vladimir, and I think it gets played sometimes. But there's some angles which Vladimir is good.
Yeah.
We see, I
Yeah.
think Eversio can manage to hold up the siege. So at least they have good wave clear with the MF and Zyra.
Let's see here, 6k gold lead at the moment. This tower. It's okay if it falls. We're just trying to stall as much as possible. Get this Baron buff off of them. If all they use with Baron buff is take a tower, it's not really that bad. But ideally here we don't take a bad fight. And we just
And they just need
slowly clear
to
the waves.
pick out someone out of position with the Zyra route. So maybe they relinquish some pressure. But I think Yone soon have his IE. MF has her IE. So we're still not out of it yet.
Big item spikes as well. And the longer game goes, the more items Iglos will be making for his team. Oi, oi, oi. So I guess you kind of ignore Renekton at this point and you kind of try to focus on Vlad, right?
Uh, I mean, it's kind of hard to focus the Vlad with Rel, especially because obviously he has the pool. So I think if you manage to target the Varus and Lilia, and Zyra tries to focus the Vlad from engaging on the team, even the ranked in, it should be winnable like that. But if the Rel manage to catch all 5 of them, it's easier
Yes.
to play the game.
Ideally, we just unplug their internet and we let it be. Yeah,
I mean, it's still winnable here, so still not lost. We just need to wait for
no.
the IE of Yone, Zyra to finish, I think, the Morello for now, because she has the Banshee build and the Morello build as well.
Well, I'd love to see this Mountain Soul on Iglos as well. It's gonna be a beefy Orn.
Yeah, the Mountain Soul will help for sure, especially against the Vladimir. And I think he's going for that cap now, so he won't have a lot of magic pen. So the Mountain Soul will for sure help Team Eversio.
Is there ever a chance where we get Maw of Malmortus on Iconic, you think, or no?
Mm, maybe the 5th item, because he needs more crit for now.
Yeah. I think he just shouldn't be in that position in general, perhaps. I don't know. But
I mean,
Lilia
yeah,
Vlad, bit tough.
I think probably he has cleanse, but if he does not have cleanse, for example, a fight, he can purchase a QSS, so he has additional safety against the Lilia. But I think he's going for another high AD item. I forgot what AD items there are. The
Uh,
pickaxe.
oh, probably shield bow.
Could be.
Build pickaxe.
Chibo is a good item here, so the Mo will not
Yeah, you
be
can't
picked
get
up
more with
by
shield bow. It's true,
MF.
it's true. I like the idea
I,
though. It's like he met both our ideas in the middle, right? So he's
yeah,
getting
exactly.
more crit and he's getting some shield.
And he also has the Shield of Bloodthirster as well,
Yeah, yeah.
so still safe.
Oh, Loki, just go Spirit
Oh,
Visage MF. Alright,
okay. I mean,
alright.
let's
We're good,
wasted
we're
his
good,
flash
we're
and
good.
his ult.
It's not that bad.
MF can
Can
heal from the
nicely.
minions here.
Exactly, exactly. We don't have Ornalt, but maybe not the
No,
worst.
but
We don't
they
have
don't
Gwen.
have Varus ult as well.
Alright,
I think this
Drakur.
could be a good fight for Eversio.
Ooh, a flash
Good
of
rel
Drakur.
ult.
Beautiful ult by Iconic. Come on, Brom is going down. Lilia is there. Eyeglass falling though. Try hard Matthew is there. Oh
Oh,
yes!
nice.
Iconic shut down. Renekton. Kiting back. Iconic still alive. Alright,
Yone
Eversio. Let's do it.
managed to recall as well. He's tipping back. I think this should be Dragon Soul for
For
Eversio.
Eversio. Everyone is kind of low on 445. Varus and Braum both down. Only Ornn is down on the side of Eversio. And we can start the dragon right away. Come on.
Good team
That's
fight
it,
there by
Eversio.
Eversio. Good
Very
kiting by
nice
Iconic.
kiting.
Good rel CC by Awaken. Catching the Varus when flashing in. Catching the whole team with his ult. And even the Zyra with the ult follow up.
It's getting harder to pick out the MVPs, huh?
I mean, Yone also created a lot of space there for his team to play. So good job. I mean, Ornn just obviously tried to tank everything for the team. Because obviously
Yes.
without his ult, that's what he can do, honestly.
To be fair, Yon really helped in that fight. After he dashed back, he had a good ult with the Mef ult on top.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just the thing with these champions that they have like the like good team fight ultimates. They can always
And
sort
that's
of be useful sometimes.
and Aversa basically won that fight because Vladimir flashed on the MF in mid lane and used his ult. Because if Vladimir had all those up, I think it would have been a different story.
Hey, don't tell him that, okay?
And now Mountain Soul will help all of the carries of Aversio against their comp.
I would just he went for Essence Reaver MF, not Shield Bow.
Mm.
My bad. I'm a bit surprised by it, I'll be honest with you, but it is there.
I mean, Essence Reaver is good on MF because obviously
Cooldown, so.
she drains a lot of mana and obviously cooldowns help her as well. You see, they're trying to catch Eyeglass out of position here. But good TP here by Eyeglass after Renekton wasted his stun.
I think these days that's how TP is being used.
Yes, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
Renekton should have seen that coming, so I don't know. He did that, and that's free Baron for Eversio.
There we go. Secured by living. Does seem like
Good catch on
is
the Lilia
falling
there.
now.
Oh,
Iglos
but
trying
she
to re-engage for
managed to
his
stay
shield.
alive.
Iglos falling down, but Vinland is down. Shut down for Reconnect. Renekton goes back in and he does fall quite quickly after that. Let's see if we can get mid lane tier 2 or are we going to play through top side?
They
Seems
can't
like
go mid because Lilia's catching the wave. They have to go top.
good play by Drakur here, trying to stop the Lilia there as well.
Yeah, good play there, following from the Eyeglass CP there. Starting Baron, and they were in better position to fight there. So, I mean, I think they will try for inhib. I don't think they can end here.
Nice, both living and awaken using their space there, giving Iconic time to auto attack that turret. Do they even play for inhibitor? Now it's a bit risky, but Renekton and Vlad are still down. And they do get that inhibitor clean. As we said, let's see if we can get the mid lane tier 2 here maybe, or is it too much to ask for?
I think
Just
it would
might
be
be.
too greedy. But
Maybe
Lilia
not.
got caught, I think.
Ooh,
Oh,
Drakur
if he had that last Q,
1Q
he could
away.
have done.
Oh well. But it does secure that mid lane tier 2 Iconic. Scrooge McDuck at the moment, 17k gold in this game. Super
I have
rich.
to be careful for the Elder fight now. Because that will be just a flip.
He did opt for rapid fire cannon.
I mean, here it's a good option because he will have increased range against the enemy team. And as we see, if MF managed to get into a bit of autos on the Vladimir especially, he just gets chunked.
What's happening with this boss? Support has issues, alright.
So
It's
getting
our support has issues, okay. So
so
Mr.
getting good
American.
chunk before the fight will help them to win the game.
I didn't see it, to be honest. I'll pay more attention for the next fight. I don't know.
Like when
I'm really, favoring the shield bow, but okay. I trust Iconic. He's done well every time.
I mean, as
I'm
we see
sure he
in the
has
mid
good
fight,
plans there.
even though Vladimir managed to catch the MF, but MF almost half shot him before even engaging on the MF. So if he has that extra range, he may kill him before Vladimir finding an angle to kill the MF.
Alright.
But we need to be careful
It
because
sounds good,
Vladimir almost has death cap now.
Yeah.
Have flash up as well. That's the scary part, I think. So they still need to be careful of the Vlad. But Yon is going for the MR, so that's good.
Do you ever think we'll get a version of League of Legends where items are less impactful, but you can build 7 and they're cheaper as well? Oi. Imagine
Don't
that,
think
huh?
so. I think items are important in the game.
Imagine MF here with this build and shield bow, I'm gonna keep saying it, and spirit visage on top. Oi, with the mountain soul.
That would make AD carries broken.
Immortal MF. I mean, look at Varus's build, man. Imagine this
And I don't
Varus
want
having
Iconic
that
to have
setup.
fun.
Oh no, the friendship build. Varus, I think he's a bit confused about whether he's an AD carry or a tank. No, I'm
I
joking.
mean, honestly, it's a
That's the
normal
build.
build
That's
for
the build.
Varus,
Yes,
especially
man.
going on hit. As we're seeing with the on-hit Varus here in this game, he's barely, I think, autoing, especially when he flashed in there in the before Dragon fight. He barely did anything because Rel instantly CC'd him and he just died. So I think the poke Varus would have been better here for them.
Yep. You kind of need a bit more frontline, I think, sometimes when you are playing this bit, and maybe less dive as well could have been an ideal option, right?
Yeah,
Usually,
exactly.
those are the two conditions for the lethality virus. I saw a TikTok of Hamza talking about it, and now I know. GG.
Hamza,
Oshek is phone. That's his name.
the goat.
The best aid carry global.
Best ugly AD carry maybe.
Oh! Let's hope he's
No,
not here.
it's just a meme.
Alright, I'm not out if all. I didn't know that. I'm sure he understands that you're just being a fan. Oi. Guys, if there's any potential sponsors watching this stream, Awaken needs a computer. I need to buy him one.
Or maybe internet issues, we don't know.
Alright, we need an internet provider. Mechanics, the 9v1 God Iconic. Yes. Is Vlad the jungle? No, that would be surprising though. As Varsal says, he doesn't have smite. Exactly. Alright, Bino is here too. Nice to see
Oh,
you.
the game
And we're
continue.
back. Alright.
See how long the pause will be.
So we have the freeze. This is normal, guys. Don't panic. This is just because the game was paused. It will be back in 10, 9, 8, 6, 3, 2, 1. Alright, Jay, never mind.
I mean, look at the comps now. I mean, Rankton and Varus are a bit useless, so it will be all on the Lilia and Vlad. And obviously Braum will try to peel for them.
Yep.
I mean, Varus will get damage if he manages to auto, but it should be
Yeah.
unlikely to
As
find
a
an angle like that.
as opposed to him potentially landing, not now, now there is like mountain swords and shields and stuff, but imagine like a nice little chunk on living with the lethality damage he could do. But
Yeah, exactly.
sometimes these mages in the jungle like Zyra, Fiddlesticks, Brand, they really suffer against that long range, like Zerat or these types of champions getting chunked before fights especially.
Vladimir will probably have that cap in this Elder fight, so I have to be careful of that. But at least with the Mountain Soul, it will help Eversio for sure. So maybe that difference will come in clutch. We see MF there, ticked with the Gathering Storm, so he's infinitely scaling as the game goes on.
Oh, and there's the tower. Tier 2 falling. I'm surprised Baron lasted so long. Did I miss some? Ah, the pause. My
I mean,
brain.
because of the pause. I mean, the
Yes,
Baron
yes, yes,
soon
yes.
runs out, but I think
Uh-huh.
they managed to get the tower here. I don't think Inhib will be enough.
And there goes Baron. Okay, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
And they can still continue sieging. Because honestly, they don't have enough wave clear for them.
Yeah, and top lane is kind of auto pushing thanks to the inhibitor, so someone needs to go respond that from the side of 445.
Yeah, exactly. Especially before the Elder.
Oh, it's 545. Sorry.
I know why it's panning up the camera.
Seriously. The minions.
As we see Zyra complete the Crypt Bloom, so if anybody dies from 4v45, Eversio will heal up a bit as well, so that will help as well. And so I prefer it instead of voice stuff here, for sure.
Alright, so the Elder Dragon is getting started. See how we can kind of scouting out for his team. Zyra alt is dropped. That's 2k, and there's the smite. Elder Dragon secured by Eversio. This is it, guys. Let's see if we can end the game. Big
I think
power
this should
spike.
be an easy end here from Eversio. They just need to be careful.
Are they all just piling down bot lane, or are we going? Yes, that's exactly what we're doing. The Ornald coming out, Varus ult too. Maybe
Alright?
a bit, maybe too quick on that ult. We could have maybe dove with it, but um,
I mean,
let's
I
see.
saw the angle there because Lilia was picked out.
I
Maybe
didn't see
even
that.
force the
Sorry,
flash
sorry.
of Lilia.
Yeah, Lilia such an important to take out of early fights if possible.
Even Lilia with no flash, it's a bit harder to play her.
Yep.
I think they can easily siege. Even Diorn can tank a bit here.
Alright, it's one down.
They can play with the top minions as well as they're coming
Ooh,
in now.
two down. Let's see it, guys. The next turret is being touched. First one going down. And engage from Iglos onto Varus. Big damage
Good
from
engage.
Eversio on the remainder of their team. Pretty much a 1-4-4 at the moment. Renekton is the last one standing, and there it is, guys. A clean
Good job.
ace from Eversio. A nice turnaround there. What a game from Eversio. That's what we like to see. Game 2 showing us that they are back in action. This is much more different than what we saw in Div 1. Alright.
I think I really like this game as well because even though they end up winning, at least they fell behind and they came back. So at least we have the potential to coming back from the games as well.
I think this was like just so beautiful, a case study for having good mental. You know, we lost the first Baron, we took our time, found those gaps. Yeah, thank you for the raid. By the way, yeah, it's we're about to close off the stream, but yeah, you feel free to watch the replay. Um, uh, but yes, for everyone joining us, I hope you enjoyed the commentary with Grantless and me, and yeah, keep supporting Eversio. This is definitely the team to support at the moment. A nice 2-0 victory there. More to come every Monday and Thursday, so do tune in. And don't forget about that. Times will be shared in the Discord on the day, and I'll make a graphic schedule for it as well. Any closing statements, Grantless, you want to say to the chat?
I mean, well played by Eversio there. Good game. And hope you liked the game shown by Eversio as well. Nothing to
Alright.
say. Maybe Mechanics should just retire as well. He's stuck in Emerald.
Oh no. Is that really what happened? Oh, no. Mela Mechanics, you need to retire. Guys, that's it from me and from Grantless. I see Mick would like us to raid Rexor, so um, if somebody could share his Twitch, maybe I could definitely do that. All right, so there we go. I think the raid has started, right? Or wait, how does it work? All right, we're raiding. We're raiding. Okay, so thank you for joining. Good night, and see you all next Monday. Hashtag everyone. Let's go.
See you. Hashtag Everwin.